We get asked a lot of questions here at the Garden Gurus, particularly this time of the year, and there's the inevitable pest control problems that I get asked about, and I've got to tell you, you don't set me a hard task because you say, well, look, I want to kill this pest, but I don't want to use a chemical. I want to avoid chemicals, but I'd just like the pest gone. That's not hard. Thanks for that, but I'm up for the challenge. First up, folks, welcome to the brassica patch. Cabbage, broccoli, Brussels sprouts and cauliflower, to name just a few from the family, and they'll grow best in winter. And that's when whitefly loves them the most. The trick is to act early. Whitefly infestations are almost impossible to control, but stopping them before they get to that stage is as simple as a bright yellow sticky piece of paper. Now, the thing with fruit flies and whiteflies is they cannot resist the colour yellow. So whether you're using those sticky traps or this technique, and it's quite simple, grab yourself a yellow jar or bowl, some salt. This is the best way to do it. Just pour some salt in. Don't be scared to put lots of salt in. Put some water in. Fill it up close to the surface of the jar. And what'll happen is they fly over, they land on the jar, they go, oh, water. They hop in there, they drink that salt water, they collapse and drown. And that is a brilliant natural way to control them without using a chemical. Sticky traps capture a lot of different bugs, and different insects are attracted to different colours. For instance, fruit fly find a yellow trap irresistible, as does a number of others like winged scales, leaf hoppers, midges, mealybugs and winged aphids. Now, blue as a colour spectrum is very attractive to thrips and mites, and a terrific way to make your own blue trap is to do this. Grab yourself a couple of colour cards, a little bit of honey on a paintbrush, just paint it around the outside. You don't have to coat it evenly, you just want to get enough on there that anything that lands on that blue paper is going to stick. And all you do is you take that, hang it in a tree. I guarantee you it'll be covered in thrips and mites if you've got them in your garden. Snails and slugs can be a real pain in the garden this time of the year, and if you want to get control of them in a nice natural way, avoid those snail pellets. They are a significant risk. They're extremely toxic, and that can be very dangerous for your favourite pets and even wildlife. A lot better option are beer traps. Beer traps are easy. The hops and yeast attract snails from a few metres away. Snails love drinking beer, but they just can't handle their drink. They fall into the container and drown. Another surefire control of snails is copper. Remember, they're molluscs and they cannot stand high levels of copper. So applying a copper spray will either repel them or kill them. You can also buy copper tape to wrap around pots and borders to control them naturally. Copper is a naturally occurring mineral in the soil. It's just one that in larger concentrations, snails and slugs can't handle. Well, there you go, and there you have it. Pest Control 101 with Cochrane. It might seem familiar. You know, if you've got a pest problem that we haven't covered today, become a friend on Facebook. Ask us and I'll help you out. Hey, hang on, fellas. Wait for me. Come on.